Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Tachi coming at you with another episode of Living Your Best Life. And of course, I want to say thank you so much for hanging out with us for a few minutes this afternoon, this morning, this evening, no matter where you are, wherever you are in the universe right now. I just want to say thank you. Now, what we do on our show, you already know, all right? We go out there, we find professionals that are out there in the trenches helping people live their best lives. And that can range from financial professionals to medical professionals to education professionals to health and wellness professionals, you name it. We're out there helping people live their best lives and bringing this information from them to you so you can find these people because they're out there, you need them, and they need you. So it's an awesome handshake. So that's what we do. This afternoon, we have an awesome young lady coming on to talk about health and wellness. She's a health coach out of the West Coast, okay? Los Angeles to be exact. Her name is Lorena Martinez, and her company is LeloMarHealth.com. So please definitely look her up. Now, I wanted to invite her onto the show because, bottom line, I just loved her attitude, loved her personality. It's so really cool and so beautiful. And so I really wanted to have her on. But even more so than that, she's passionate about what she's doing. I love it when young people are following their dreams and following their passions, and she is doing just that, grinding out there, making things happen. All right. So, but also another thing is too, she has a real passion and a really unique approach to what's called Reiki. Of course, I've had Reiki on the show. I guess talk about Reiki on the show before, but I love her approach, and I really want to offer different perspectives. And her perspective is really, really cool, and it goes along with her personality and her passion. So you're going to enjoy the show. So check her out, okay? Lorena Martinez, LeloMarHealth.com. Now, before we get onto the show, listen, core 3, all right? If you're getting older, you need this. If you're lucky enough to get older, you need core 3. Because why? Because we want to dial back the hands of time. At least I do anyway. I want to look my best. I want to feel my best. And core 3 can do that. All right. So check out the commercial, everybody. Check out the commercial. You get a really cool discount along with this purchase. So check it out. All right. So listen, LeloMarHealth.com, Lorena Martinez on the other side of the commercial. Y'all be good. Peace.
Maintaining a healthy sleep, fitness, and diet routine can be challenging as we juggle life's demands and stressors. Introducing Core 3 Health, Restore, Rebuild, and Reset. It's the solution to promote healthy cellular function and align your sleep and energy cycles with your busy life. Step 1, Restore. Kickstart your day with Isotonics OPC3 and Isotonics Magnesium, supporting energy, mental balance, and productivity. Step 2, Rebuild. Maintain cellular regeneration, healthy aging, and metabolism with Prime NAD+. Step 3, Reset with Isotonics Magnesium for better sleep and balanced neurotransmitters. In a world filled with distractions and chaos, find balance with Core 3 Health to restore, rebuild, and reset. The most valuable thing you have is you.
So welcome back, everybody. And like I said, definitely take us up on that promotion because, listen, we want to make sure that we get everyone in the best possible shape and health for 2024. All right. So definitely take us up on the promotion rather. So listen, like I said, everybody, we have an awesome young lady coming in from the West Coast. You know, so we're about 3 hours behind. It's 4 o'clock on my time here, and it's 1 o'clock on her time. And I want to thank her so much for giving us some of her time today. Like I said in the intro, we go out and we find people that are out in the trenches helping people live their best life, henceforth, the name of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an awesome young lady, like I said on the show today, Miss Lorena Martinez, and she's going to dazzle us with what she's doing with her business, helping people live their best lives. So thank you so much for coming on to the show. How are you doing today?
Thank you so much for having me, Todd. I'm doing great.
Awesome.
Yeah, let's get started.
Yeah. So you're coming in from the West Coast, right?
Yes, weather is warmer in here.
Yeah, just slightly, you know. We've been freezing here and everything. So
Send me a big warm heart hug from
Yeah,
California.
well, it's sunny here today, but from what I understand from your, earlier, it's kind of like cloudy there today. So we got the sun today, but you guys got a little bit of the warmth. And but it is what it is. We're gonna make
Yeah.
do and do the best we can. So listen, thank you once again for coming to the show today. And I want to, definitely get our listeners to know you a little bit better. So tell us a little bit about who you are and pretty much, how long you've been a health coach and that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I am a holistic health coach. I've been helping people, coaching people for about 3 years now. I am
Hmm.
highly passionate about health and wellness, and that's why I went back to school to get a major in kinesiology, got my certifications in nutrition, in health coaching, fitness coaching, and now I am also Reiki healer. So I'm
Hmm.
incorporating everything, and my approach is holistic. What I do is I help people to boost their health in
Hmm.
the three aspects of the holistic world. So I help them with their mind, body, and soul, right? So
Mm.
how I, with my services, I support them to achieve optimal health and wellness.
Hmm. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much for, doing what you do. And we're going to dig a little bit deeper, into your life because I really want everyone to know is, what inspired you to become a health coach? Because we all have different reasons, and different aspirations and inspirations for becoming, doing what we do. So what inspired you to become a health coach?
Well, I have two reasons that they inspire me to become a health coach. The first one is a personal. So my self health healing journey led me to become a health coach.
Hmm.
I became so much happier, so much healthier than ever, like the best version of myself during
Hmm.
the self healing journey. And then it connects me with the second reason, which is I was in the pandemic. It was in 2020 when I saw so many people, getting so sick, some of them
Hmm.
dying.
Hmm.
And I was just in the best moment of my life. I was just
Hmm.
feeling so vibrant and so energetic and so healthy. And I was like, well, I cannot die without sharing this with people, without
Hmm.
sharing what has brought me so much health and happiness. So I was determined that I gotta go back to school, get certifications, get the work into becoming a health coach.
Hmm.
Um, and then since then, I've been committed to getting myself into the evidence-based scientific evidence, knowledge. So being able to support my healing advice and coaching to my clients in the way that
Yeah.
is it's scientific proven and it's not just like, oh, I did this and it worked for me, because
Hmm.
we are
Hmm.
individuals. So we went back to school to get all those certifications to make it more, how will you say, like more qualified.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. Yeah.
and yeah, since then I've been doing lots of work and healing for others, and it's been beautiful. And that's my life mission, to help others heal and thrive.
That's awesome. Well, and I think that's a really noble approach because that's one thing that really um, that's really where I'm coming from with this whole thing too, is I really want to show people that they have options, in their health and their wellness, that we don't all have to just, grow old with, grunts and pain and sickness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can grow old gracefully. And I think, that is important. Of course, me myself, I'll be turning 57 this month, well, the month of February. And so, you're probably, somewhere in your 30s or what have you. And so, what I know now, at the age of 56, I'm so thankful that you already know in terms of like, health and wellness, because a lot of people, I would say your age, probably aren't aware that what they do now will play a huge role in, the latter parts of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're in a really, really good spot, to help a lot of people, and I can definitely, from the first time that I, met you online, you have a lot of passion for what you're doing, and I appreciate that for sure.
Yeah. I feel like
Awesome.
the word is a better word when we do things that we're passionate about and we are meant to help each other. So
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. So, one of the things, when you say health coach, to people, want to know what that is, and you share, what you do and what you focus on. But what are some, if any, misconceptions, that people do have, or have you heard about what a health coach is and what they do and things like that?
well, yeah, I think the first ideas that come to our mind when we listen the word coach, we
Hmm.
picture the trainer, right, at
Yeah,
the basketball court that
yeah,
is,
yeah.
telling
The
you,
whistle and
inbound,
yeah,
uh, it's kind of like, the person who is training you and telling you what to do in a
hmm
way that is kind of mandatory.
hmm
But what actually a health coach is we help you navigate life in an easier way, in a
mm
way that is in an invitation to connect with your unique needs, and is also a program that empowers you to live your best life, to use the tools that fits well with you, the things that work for you in your specific unique case. So at least
hmm
that's my holistic approach.
Yeah.
So it is no, I am not going to tell my clients you have to eat this and do this and that exactly as I said. What I do is I study their history, the health history. I
hmm
get information about what's going on, what is their situation, what is their past. And based on all the information they provide me, then I am able to read what are their needs, and I also listen to what they also mention that. And then based on their unique cases, then I create a health plan to support their healing process, to support their
hmm
health wellness. So even though I'm coaching them, right, I'm holding them accountable in the process. The idea is that I give them a roadmap that is tailored to their unique needs, and
hmm
is gentle, and is a is a is a guidance that I provide that they are more prompt to stick with it in the long term. I don't want them to
Right.
just try this diet for today and then next month quit because they just
Yeah.
cannot take it. So they
Yeah.
just no. With my program, it's like, okay, we're gonna find the foods that work for you, that you love eating, that love you back, but the foods that are gonna support you, and
hmm
make those changes step by step, holding accountable and inspire in the process, and feel it that it's natural for them, right? Like find the ways that it works for them. It's not
Yeah.
just mandatory thing, it's more about listening to them and connecting with their unique needs.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha. Well, that's cool. So if you don't mind, what would you say were probably some of the more challenging parts of being a health coach? If there's an answer for
the
that.
most challenging, well, throughout every coaching program that I give, there are challenges that
Yeah.
clients might face, like maybe they are having a hard time to wake up earlier to do a workout because like they are just having a lot of work, maybe they have
hmm
very
hmm
sleep, or maybe they are having a hard time to have enough time to cook or things like that. So those
Yeah.
might be challenges that we face, but I always give them shortcuts and kind of like hacks and tips to make
Yeah.
things easier and faster and very productive, but also enjoyable for them. So even though
Yeah.
those are challenges, I know those are part of my practice, and that my job is always to inspire them and give them the best guidance possible, so then they can stick with the plan, they can
Yeah.
stay inspired in the process.
Because I always found that to be one of the challenges, when I work with people,
Mhm.
to the degree that I can work with them with regards to nutrition and things like that, is that, it's like they don't know what to eat, uh,
Mhm.
uh, variety, may not have the time to meal prep, all of these things,
Yeah.
come into, yeah, yeah.
Well, the first thing I assess with them is actually that, like the meal, the food that they are meant to eat. So first thing I determine what is good for them, and I ask them if they feel good with those options, and then we start from there. So once we know what kind of options they like to take, then we go from there.
Okay. Okay.
And I guide them through, let's say I'm going to put a specific example.
Yeah.
So
please.
one of my clients' challenges was like having no time for cooking, working so many hours, and sleeping very little. And then, so when we started, he was like, Lorena, sugar levels. He was like, he's pre-diabetic, and he's like, I just don't want to get diabetes. Like he's in stage. So his need, one of the main needs that he has in his health is reverse any type of high blood sugar levels, right, in his body. So then he can reverse that and he can be further as possible to become diabetic.
Yeah.
So in this specific case, we are looking forward for low glycemic index type of foods. So first thing I did, make a whole list with macronutrients that he can pick from, his favorite ones, but within the range of the options of foods that are lower in glycemic index. So we're looking for no spike his sugar levels and to reduce those sugar glucose that is circulating in his blood. So that's what we're looking for, establish that insulin acceptance in his cells and being able to regulate that. So, first thing is like, okay, I give him a big list of options, foods, and then we can start with the recipes. So I also share customized recipes for my clients based on their dietary needs and their unique needs. So yeah, challenge is like, oh yeah, he used to eat lots of takeout, and now it's like how he's gonna switch that from like home cooking. So I'm like, yeah, I'm giving you all the steps. I'm going to give you all the tips that you're going to be able to make meal prep in a way that is fast and is very enjoyable, but also how you do the grocery shopping. So within my program, I offer them cooking class, a trip to the grocery store. So that's part of my package, and that helps them. I give them all my knowledge and all my tips that works for me to make my life very productive, and still enjoy cooking, but don't spend too much time in it. So there are so many ways I share with them, and then we can overcome those challenges. Once we set up those scenarios and that structure at the beginning, and then everything else just keeps, kind of falling into place, and it's just like a feedback and follow up for them. So yeah, identifying where are the weak areas, we work from them with them from the beginning.
Love it. Thank you so much for that, because I was wondering about that, particular or specific scenario of what you deal with, or who, how you structure a program for, person that's dealing with whatever. And also, thank you for that. So what is your ideal client? So the services that you do offer as it relates to, just because we're going to talk about the Reiki thing in a little bit, but just regards, just like right now, just as it relates to the, the nutrition part. So is it like, weight management or things of that nature? So what are your ideal clients?
Well, I am also opening my calendar for fitness coaching. So now I have nutrition coaching, fitness coaching, and Reiki healing. So those are the three approaches that I take to support their health and wellness. And then, my ideal clients can be people that they want to lose weight, or people that they want to improve their gastrointestinal health, or people that they are having a hard time with maybe any emotional pain. So with Reiki, I target that area, or even a physical injury or physical pain that is happening. So then I can help them with Reiki.
Gotcha.
So my clients are, depends. If it's for nutrition and fitness coaching, my clients are people between 30 years old and 60 years old, people that are committed to improve their health. I just work with individuals that are very committed to get healthier. I work with people that are not motivated, or like they just don't want, or because I'm not going to be doing the work. They have to commit. They have to be able to do the things that are needed to be done, in order to achieve those goals. So people that they are like sick and tired of being sick, or they are sick
Right.
and tired of being obese or having gastrointestinal issues. People that are in pain after eating, or they are not sleeping well, not resting, or people that have high levels of stress, they are also the type of clients that I have, because I help them with Reiki to reduce stress, but also I support them with fitness coaching and nutrition. Nutrition is a big part of mental health, and how we also support our body to eliminate toxins and to reduce inflammation. And all that also promotes mental healing. So,
Mm.
yeah.
Wow. That is amazing. That is amazing. So, you know, the Reiki thing has always been, intriguing to me. And I always found it interesting because I really don't understand a lot about it. I don't know if it's a new
It's not new.
popular approach or service in the Western culture, you
In this,
know.
it was introduced in the 19s.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So it was
Yeah,
created in 1920 in Japan. And then
right.
it came to Hawaii, and she brought it. She established a school in Hawaii. And then after that, it started to spread out in the West, in this part of
Okay.
the. So yeah, it's been there for a long time.
Right.
But I think Reiki is being promoted more often when the pandemic started, because we can send Reiki in distance. So we don't need to be in person with the client to be able to support their healing. So in pandemic, with the shutdown and all the restrictions to be meeting and to get in like gatherings with people, so then Reiki became, I think it became very stronger as
Mhm.
a alternative technique for healing for people
Mhm.
that were ill. Yeah, but it's been there since 1920.
1920s. And
Yes.
so what is Reiki?
Hmm?
What is Reiki if you can break it
Oh,
down for us?
yeah. Well, Reiki means a universal life force.
Hmm.
And Reiki is a Japanese technique for reduce of stress and relaxation, but
Hmm.
also promotes deep healing within the body.
Hmm.
So it's a technique. We use hands. We lay hands on the person's body to activate healing within them.
Hmm.
So the principle is that it activates the healing within you. So it's not like I'm coming to heal you. No, I'm activating that healing within you. So your body's
Hmm.
natural ability to heal are working during a Reiki session for
Hmm.
to allow your body to heal what is needed.
Right.
It respects free will. So Reiki just works when the person wants to heal.
Mm.
If
Mm.
you feel like, oh, you don't believe in it, you feel like you are skeptical, it's not gonna work.
So
It's
it's
gonna
not
be,
work.
yeah, it's not gonna work, because Reiki respects free will. So it respects
Mhm.
universal laws, and it just works to heal and to do like support human development and evolving with pure love. So it
Mhm.
is just about respecting, universal laws, like respecting life,
Yeah.
respecting all these beautiful things. And what Reiki does is activate. Imagine that you have buttons in your body that when you push
Mhm.
them,
Mhm.
you turn on your healing power.
Mm.
And
Mm.
if you are super, super stressed, those buttons turn off. So then your healing
Mm.
gets slower or gets stuck. It's when
Mhm.
we have like a blockages of energy. So
Mhm.
then our body is not able to heal what is needed. So imagine that Reiki, what does Reiki is activating, pushing those buttons to turn on the healing in your body.
Right.
So
Right.
what I do is basically kind of like, let's say that I'm pushing those buttons in you, and then, oh, here needs healing. Then I push the button here. Oh, here needs healing. And then
Mhm.
your body is the one who is going to do the healing.
Mhm. Wow.
Because our
So
bodies are meant to heal themselves.
yeah. So
They're
it's an
perfect.
empowerment type of thing where you're empowered to actually,
To
you
do the
know,
And then
that, that.
depending on how willing you are to heal, your body is gonna do a healing. So if it's
Yeah.
very deep, you are like, oh my gosh, I really want this headache to go away. If you really
Mhm.
have the intention to do that, you say, Lorena, give me please a Reiki session. I really want the headache to go away. I give you Reiki session. And because your intention to heal is so strong, the most normal thing is that you're going to get that pain away from your body, because you really are wishing that to heal, and you are opening your mind, your heart to receive healing. So now you simply activate your Reiki within you, and then your body is going to start doing the healing.
There you go. There you go. Wow, that is such an amazing
Because
art.
it's free will. Then if you say, Lorena, please give Reiki to my wife, but she's like, says skeptical. She's like, no way, I'm not going to try that. What are you talking about? That's unknown for me. I never heard about it. Even if I say Reiki to her, she's not going to receive it because she's not willing to heal. So that is what takes that Reiki works. The person has to have the desire from their heart to heal and to be open to heal. So then they can allow their bodies to heal. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
So it almost sounds like life in itself is Reiki, in the sense where...
Yes. Reiki means a universal life force. The meaning.
It's almost like, because, no matter what, if we aren't choosing to heal, if we don't make that decision or make that, exactly, we're going to shut it down. And so all you're doing is just opening up the channels for that process to take place.
Yes, pretty much that. So then activating healing where it's needed. And your body tells me, once I'm doing the Reiki session, I'm going to sense where it needs more healing. Your body's going to tell me, oh, here, there. So then I focus more Reiki energy into where it's needed. So then your body's able to activate that healing.
Can you do Reiki yourself?
What?
You do Reiki self, like Reiki, self-Reiki, or can you do Reiki on yourself?
Oh my God, yeah, I have to do it all the time. It's the first requirement. Because let's say I'm ill. If I'm ill and I'm going to do Reiki to someone, Reiki is going to heal me first. Because Reiki protects the practitioner. So if I'm going to do it, Reiki is going to heal me first, and then it's going to start doing healing to others.
Wow.
So Reiki is not going to pass to others if the healing needs to be done in me. So the practitioner has to be healed to be able to give Reiki to others. And that's why self-healing is the main requirement to give Reiki. So do self-healing first, and then we do healing to others. So when I feel like I'm not 100% into me, I give Reiki to myself, and then I'm ready for my session, and I'm ready to give Reiki. If I have an appointment and I feel like I'm not 100%, I give Reiki to myself, and then I'm like, okay, I'll say I'm ready for others. Yeah.
So, and I guess the one thing that's coming to my mind is like, okay, a headache, it can be temporary, but for people that are dealing with, issues that have been like long-term, I guess it's it's a few sessions that you'll have to have, to...
Yeah, well, I will know from the first session. I know if the person needs more healing or not. So yes, when there is a trauma, physical or emotional, you got hurt on your arm many years ago, but it turns out that it never healed completely. And sometimes you feel pain in there, right? And it's been decades. So when I do with Reiki healing is I activate Reiki within you, and I let you know if you need more sessions. Like your body's going to tell me if it's done or if it's, and you will also feel it. Next day you're going to wake up and feel, oh, pain is almost gone, but still a little bit, but it's almost gone. You're, oh, Lorena, I feel like I need a little bit more. Okay, I'll give you another full session. Usually, well, the other day, a client, she hurt her knee, and she was in pain and having her knee swollen for 17 days.
Wow.
She was counting the days. And it's funny because when she reached out to me, I was like, oh, maybe you can help me with that. And I was like, yeah, of course I can help you with that. But she didn't know it would help her. Well, the thing is that I gave her the first session. She was really almost not walking because it was so painful. Her knee was swollen. So then I gave her the session. Next day, she woke up. 90% pain was gone. And it was... Yeah, and she was walking. Everybody was asking her because she works in a store, so she has to walk every day and do lots of like walking and moving around her business. And all the business owners next to her store were asking her, what did you do? Like yesterday you were barely walking, and today, like, you look like nothing happened. She was like, oh my gosh, I got a Reiki session. Everybody was asking her, what was that? And nobody knew what was. Like, it was so interesting how fast she recovered, because she was so really, really high intentional into healing. She was so like that. Like, she was desperate. She was like, I really want that pain to disappear. I really want that to heal. And the session was very intense, but I was able to help her with that. And then she needed 2 more sessions. She hired me for 3 sessions in total. 3 sessions took for her to completely heal her knee, her ankle. So it was like beautiful.
So how long are the sessions?
Huh?
How long are the sessions?
1 hour.
1 hour? Gotcha. Gotcha. And then, so when you say they were intense, like, what do you mean by intense?
Intense what?
Well, you said because, you know, the sessions were kind of like really intense.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's intense. It's the way how I feel it. When I feel the blood, the energy is super intense. I have different sensations. And sometimes if the person has been dealing with pain, they also feel pain, because, you know, it's the healing process going on. But then you'd rather to have a little pain during the session, and after that, you have no pain. It's like it magically disappears. But it's because imagine you're in a surgery kind of type of thing, right? After that, you know, they fix it. You might be a little sore after the surgery, but then imagine everything disappears within, like, you know, few days. With Reiki, it's more gentle than like a surgery, because Reiki does a very gentle treatment. So it doesn't create pain after that. Usually just during the session, if you feel some pain, you might experience, but then after that, you're all set. And she was just in pain for 17 days. So she was, during the session, she felt intensity doing, you know, that healing. And I could sense that as well. But then the second and the third session were like easier, and was just more readjusting, because what happens is she wasn't using her right leg, right? Because it was so painful. So she was using mostly her left leg to walk, because she needed to walk for 17 days. She was forcing her left leg to have all the load of her body. And what happens is that she ended up having the need to heal both legs, you know, one because it was injured, and the other one because it was the one who was doing all the work for her body. So during the sessions, it was very intense because I had to heal not just the right one, but also the left one. And yeah, she could feel all that, and it was just amazing. Like 3 days, and it was all,
that's
beautiful.
Crazy.
And that then awesome. For all trauma as well. Like if someone has an injury long time ago and it didn't heal well, you get your Reiki with the intention to heal that side of your body, and then it will do the healing deeply.
You know, and it brings back, you know, brings to mind, you know, how powerful we really are. You know, how powerful the mind really is.
The healing happens within ourselves.
Yeah. But we have to be willing, like you said.
Yeah, it's free willing. And the thing is, when I say she was deciding to heal so badly, that I think that's why she said like 90% of the pain and the swelling disappeared from her leg. Like 90% is a big number for just one session. But the intensity, her desire to heal was so strong that I think that was the reason that it worked so well for her.
That is amazing.
Like really unleashing any belief, you know, any blockages, and say, I allow my body to heal that deeply, you know. And she really needed, because she was just so tired of just not being able to walk how she needed. 17 days. She wrote me a long review. She was so grateful. She just said, awesome. Thank you so much, and telling everybody.
That is really cool. Really cool.
Yeah.
And, you know, like I said, I can tell that, you know, you really enjoy what you do, and that comes across, so, you know, so much. And so I appreciate that. So now with that, you know, virtually, you know, because of course, you know, how does it work? You know, virtually. If I'm here.
She was in another country by that time.
What?
In another country.
Okay.
She was in Colombia. I did all that virtually.
Never mind that. Everybody, this was done virtually, so I can imagine, you know, what it was.
It's the same in person. It works. It's so impressive, but it works the same. people feel my presence, like if I am right there next to them. It's like,
Why hasn't it caught on? Because like I said, this is something that, it seems like this should be something that should be um, a main thing when it comes to,
deep
healing.
think.
And yeah. And so why isn't this not mainstream? Is it growing now, or are we
Well,
trying to keep
well,
pressed?
people, we are in a very fast-paced world where
Hmm.
people want, like, to, for them, the word meditation or relaxing seems like it's not necessary. People think that
Hmm.
if you are stressed, if you are super busy, if you are overwhelmed, that's normal and that's good. You are good. Means you are busy, you are doing things in life.
Yeah.
But what people don't know is that actually, when some people are creating a lot of awareness about meditation and how that is so important for our health. But for some people that are still in that, way of thought that if you're stressed out, then you are on track, because that's kind of like a fashion thing, like being
Yeah.
stressed is like
Yeah.
the society.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like it's just like we have been just getting used to be sick and to have pain.
Mm.
People
Wow.
normalize pain. I'm like, having pain is absolutely not normal. Pain is just an alarm that your body's telling you something is wrong. Your body's
Right.
screaming, please help me. Something is wrong here. And I want to do healing. And you are just too stressed out and too busy for me. Right? Your
Right.
body's telling you that message. So that's the way. The way how your body's telling you that is through the pain, through discomfort, through bloating, through all sort of symptoms that we feel, right? When we are not completely healthy. So the thing is that what I believe is that people might be just more polarized into the Western medicine, where everything
Yeah.
just like a immediate,
Appeal.
for pain, take a pill, and
Hmm.
then you go, because you are too busy to go and sit and meditate and talk to your body and listen to your body, what it's telling you, and know the root cause of your pain,
Yeah.
right? People are like, no, I have no time for that. That's, not necessary. But I feel like now we're creating more awareness and people are becoming more conscious about how important it is to connect with our unique needs. And that's what I promote to all my clients all the time. In my community, I always talk to people and say, hey, is listening to you. And as coach, I guide you and I inspire you and I give you tools, resources to listen to your unique needs. And because I have experience and I have been working with different cases, then I have kind of like a picture of what works kind of like in general for humans, but
Hmm.
still you gotta do your part to connect with your unique needs and use that guidance that I give you to complete the puzzle, right?
Yeah.
Imagine we have a big puzzle. I give you most of the pieces, but might be one or two pieces that you need to complete to make the whole picture of your roadmap for your life, for your health, for your wellness.
Right.
And yeah, I feel like is that this type of alternative medicine practices like Reiki or acupuncture or massages or all sort of alternative healing techniques are just not that common, because I feel like internet and fast pace what we live is not promoting that, and is because that's healing and that takes work. And
Yeah.
I feel like internet, social media just promotes like faster things, quick things. We want results right away. People are looking to lose weight with a pill, things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like we gotta do
It's
work.
funny that you say. Well, it's funny that you say that because there's been a lot of press about the pill. I can't remember the name of it, but what's happened is with this particular pill is collapsing people's stomachs.
Yes,
So
you
yeah,
can
it's
imagine
absolutely
in the gut,
yeah, yeah.
and
So
then immunity is it's compromised. We don't
yeah,
want it.
exactly. Everything is compromised at that point in time. So it's amazing. But like I said, I'm listening to you and I sense your passion, and what you do, and I'm just like you excite me about, right? You know, so
You
I'm
should
like,
get a
man,
session with me
yeah,
one day.
this sounds like this might be something worth investigating here, you know, experimenting or experiencing rather. You know, because like I said, I can just pick up on your passion and your love for what you do. And so you know, my thing is, you know, how do we get it out there to people? How do we get you, you know, out there to people? And I'll do my part, you know, to share, you know, your information with people because I just love your energy. Bottom line, I just love your energy. And you know, so as we come to a close here, Lilo, what how can people find you? What's your next move? You know, what's on the next, you know, horizon for, you know, LeloMar Health?
Well, I am offering this free, the holistic approach that has a support to the mind, the body, and the soul. So, LeloMar Health is actually right now, my marketing expert is rebuilding my website. So she's putting all these, putting it together because at the beginning, I didn't have Reiki, for example, and then
Mhm.
I've been incorporating to complete the holistic approach of my practice to my clients. So what comes to LeloMar Health is building and getting a strong foundation of my community of health and wellness. I already have a meetup group. It's called Holistic Health and Wellness. And I've been growing in that community over there. I give my webinars through that platform. But also by summer, we are already talking with other coaches and alternative medicine practitioners, and we're
Mhm.
going to do some retreats in summer in LA here in California. So yeah, everybody's welcome to come.
Awesome.
It's gonna be on my website and it's gonna be, in different platforms so then people know the dates and the activities that we're gonna do. But the idea is to create more awareness and to support people's healing process and be more healthy and
Yeah.
thriving. So
Awesome.
yeah, I also do podcasts. I have my podcast in Spotify, and also the link to listen to my podcasts is in my website, so you guys can go there. But I also have freebies. I am customizing recipes and creating a cookbook right now, so I have a free customized recipes for my clients. But I also every time I have my webinars or I do an event, I give some free recipes to the attendees. So everybody that wants a free recipe can go to my website and get yeah,
And
I
get some
custom
good food. Healthy
gluten free,
food.
different type of special customized recipes.
I'd be definitely curious to know what the recipes look like. And
Yeah,
also
yeah.
I'll
All that
definitely
is yeah. So well, everything that has to do with health and wellness, I'm
yeah,
in for it. And creating my community is one of the
yeah,
goals that I have this year as well, to make it stronger and bigger and to get the
yeah.
voice out there and support people, let them know that they are not alone, that it is possible to become healthier and to thrive.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Lilo,
Yeah.
Lorena, thank you so
Yes.
much for hanging out.
Thank
I
you for
truly,
having me.
yeah, I truly enjoyed this
Yeah.
time and
And
learning more
share,
about, you know, I'm sorry, go ahead.
yeah, I can share you my links so people can have like access to my
Yeah.
website, podcast, and the Mila
Yeah.
group.
And
Yeah.
so your website, so is lilomarhealth.com or
Uh,
Lilo?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
I said, I want you to say it.
So it's lelomarhealth.com.
Okay, gotcha. Awesome, awesome. So
Yeah.
that's where you can find
Right here.
her. There we go. Show, put it up there. There we go. And we're gonna have a little crawl thing down at the bottom here. So, but yeah. So, like I said, thank you so much for your time. Okay, I
Thank
truly appreciate you and what your passion and what you're doing, and particularly with your expansion. Of just wanting just to expand your business in the in beyond just nutrition, but also in health and wellness with regards to Reiki and also fitness. So
Yes.
I'm just looking forward to what you got going on in the future, and so I'm going to be following you for sure. And but once again, thank you so much for hanging out with us for a few minutes today. Okay.
Thank you so much for having me. And until next
All right.
time.
Yes. So everyone, listen, I just love this young lady here for what she is doing. Like I said, I love her energy, and I know I received a lot of great information today, and she has more. I'm sure to talk and share and just to teach about, particularly with this Reiki thing that really intrigued me. So I'm definitely going to be checking her out. But listen, everyone, reach out to her. That's why we bring people to the show, because we, like I said earlier, we go out there, we get people that are in the trenches, that are out there doing their thing in the grind, helping people live their best lives. So once again, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with us for a few minutes today to listen to this awesome health coach here, holistic health coach, share what she's doing and how she's helping people live their best lives. So once again, everyone, thank you so much, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Living Your Best Life. Take care now.
Thank you. Bye.